Hi everyone, my name is Willa, and today I will be giving you guys a tutorial on how to use location sensors in a map application. So in this tutorial we're going to be covering how to insert a map into any project you want in Thunkable, and also how you would be able to use location sensors as an application in your app for whatever purpose. This demo today is going to be showing you how to get a map on the screen and then your location from that map by pressing a button. So it's interactability, and we'll go through the app, what it would look like, the screen itself, and then we're going to go through the code as always. So this one's a lot simpler than you actually might think. Thunkable is really great in that if we go to components over here, there's so many things that we can insert into our app. And as much as some of you might have already only explored the user interface side, if we keep scrolling down, there's stuff to do with layout, but then there's all of these things that we can get into that allow for interactability within our app. So we have voice, imagery, and data. So this is, remember, if we remember our last tutorial, Airtable, real-time database, local storage, this is our data. But what we're going to mostly focus on is map and location sensor. So we can get a map plugin from Google Maps that's really, really easy. We can just drag and drop that in to insert it into our app, and the location sensor as well. We need both of these because if you don't have a location sensor, the map will not know where to orientate itself and therefore will just give you a default location, which I believe is somewhere in California because that's where Google headquarters is. But the location sensor allows you to pinpoint specific locations that are nearest to the specific user, so I highly recommend using one. So basically how to make this app is we're going to drag drop both the location sensor and the map, and we're going to drag one button component that we can call my location. This is how my map looks. I have my location sensor and then map 1. It doesn't show you as a map in the preview on the screen, but it will show it to you when you have the app as a project in your Thunkable account on your phone. So once we have all these components, the app will basically just look like this, and we can press my location and it will give us our current location, and we'll say this is my location right now. Everything is pretty simple on my end. I haven't changed the colors of the buttons or anything, and I've just added this because I want to make it simple so that you guys can apply it to your projects. If we look at the blocks, this is our code. It's very, very simple, but I'll go through it just in case so we can make sure we're all on the same page. So remember, we have our 3 components in our app, which is our button, our map, and our location sensor. Yes, and all 3 of these are going to be important to make sure that our app works in the way we want it to. So what we want to do is we want to have a button, and when we click our button, it gives us the current location of our app. So we have button 1. I've called it button 1, but you can rename it to anything you want. So when button 1 is clicked, it will execute all of this code. That's basically what this means. So when this happens, it will do the rest of these things. So it will call location sensor 1 and get the current location. That's what the location sensor is for. Without the location sensor, we're unable to pinpoint the exact current location of the user, so this isn't able to happen. This is why you need the location sensor. So once we click the button, it calls the location sensor, gets the current location, and it provides outputs like error, latitude, longitude, location. Latitude and longitude and location are kind of the same, latitude, longitude is your specific coordinates, which give you your location. Error is something we like to incorporate in case it is unable to function. It will just say error, which gives an error message, which then shows the user what's going on instead of just remaining blank. So I suggest putting that in as well. Then do, so once we have these outputs of error, latitude, longitude, and location, then we will call map 1 and we will add a marker. So we'll add a little pinpoint to map 1 with the latitude and the longitude information. So it will pinpoint the exact location with a marker on the map, and it will give it a title of current location. You can change this title to be whatever you want, and you can also give a description to the location if that would be something that works for your app. But in this case, we're both looking at the inputs. So we're going to look at buttons, processing information, and then displaying it in a visual format for the user. This is really good because it allows us to integrate location services and maps into our apps. I tried to make this pretty simple, but you can use this in all sorts of ways. I would recommend using it for anything that you want like a location service for. So anything that the user needs to be in a specific location, or you need to pinpoint their location for things, highly recommend using a map. I think it's the easiest way to do things, especially since visual maps are very easy to do, but they also look really great within an app. So if there's any questions, feel free to reach out to me at my email or on the Discord, and I'll see you guys all at the next lesson. Bye, have a good one.